Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Lily Light Tarot. We're going to go ahead and expand on your intuitive 3-month reading, looking at July, August, September, seeing where your path may be taking you in these next 3 months. So let's go ahead and open up. The first energy we're looking at is share. The card says to help you make progress. It's a good idea to share what you have and what you care about. Okay, so putting yourself out there, Sagittarius, is going to be key through your art, through your vision, possibly through your knowledge, your skills. Okay, let me shuffle these real quick here. Okay, and the next energy is showing growth. It's saying feel open, willing, and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development. Now, this is giving me a vision of sharing. Okay, sharing what you hold, and then also growing through the process. These cards have beautiful imagery. I'll go ahead and show you in a bit. But look at this last energy. It says pitch. Be as clear, concise, and professional as you can be when you explain your ideas to potential associates. So some of you, this is a strong entrepreneurial spirit here. We're going to expand with these opening clarifiers, but I'm loving this focused energy here for you. You could be sharing ideas, possibly sharing your time too. Sharing your time with loved ones, your resources. You could be assisting someone, being their mentor, or aiding in some type of process. And through this process, you are going to be growing. So as you are putting your art out there, your knowledge, you are learning and growing through the way, through the path. Attracting other people, attracting their attention, their eyes, their passion too. You may be also attracting your type of tribe, your people, your community. You may have felt like you were alone, and if you just put your vision out there, you'll be attracting and seeing that there are other people that are exploring and seeking what you have to offer or what you take interest in. So there could be growth in your friendships, your happiness too, because now you're seeing that, there are others like you. Now we see with the pitch idea, this could be you, it could be you proposing, proposing or confessing or admitting your strong passion for someone or for something, but also it may be you pitching an idea to your company, your boss, in a way where it's going to afford you a better position, a better path, possibly a higher raise. I'm also thinking of like collaborations. You may be communicating, emailing people, brands, companies to assist you with your project, with your business, maybe wholesaling, or if you're looking for some type of like sponsorship, that could be coming up. Okay, so let's pop up this first card. Now, as we see sharing, okay, look, this is just confirmation. 6 of Wands is coming up, Sagittarius. So there is somewhere that you're going to get public recognition, okay? So sharing something is going to help with your self-confidence, but through this progress, we see that there is success. So you are going to be seen by more people, and they are going to be looking up to you. Like, this is an awarding energy. So by you coming forth with something that is going to hold value to someone else, you may be awarded for your efforts, awarded and recognized for your talents. The 2 of Pentacles too under here is stressing that there are priorities, with day-to-day life, but also knowing how to manage and put one thing before the other. So if you are trying to share something, do something, produce something, make sure that you are making time for it, making sure that you are committing and applying those energies accordingly, because you don't want to do anything last minute and miss any of the details. So you do have choices. It could be you making the choice. We'll expand on this, but it could be you making a choice of different positions, different roles. You making choices of which pay to accept or which company to go with, or which project do you want to start. now that this has opened up more doors. But we'll expand on this for you, Sagittarius. I'm just loving this great energy here. The Seven of Wands with the Three of Swords. Okay, we see growth, rising above competition. It may be challenging. It may be a little bit of a rocky road. And you may feel that there is pressure to perform in some way. But we know that this is contributing to your overall growth and your self-development here. Now, as this, notice how this wand is red, it's highlighted, but it's also taller. So you are going to be standing above the crowd. Your light is going to be fueled, it's ignited. Your passion is going to be very, very strong. There's this energy that I don't know if you could see it. You see, there's like these people shouting, kind of screaming. So there, you may be distracted by the outside noise or by envy, jealous, frustration, but you're not letting that affect your flame. If anything, you're just going to use your flame to kind of brighten out and tune them out. So through your growth, the cards are saying that kind of create that barrier, create that bubble here too. Because the Three of Swords, we see that you may be affected by something that was said, something that was done, some type of action. Mentally, it could be, it could hurt, you know, and it may cause that emotional discomfort, but just know that through this situation here, Sagittarius, it's going to allow you to see something for what it really is, and you are going to learn from this opportunity. From there, it may even inspire you to push up and grow stronger past these other wands here too. Now, a quick an example that kind of comes to mind is you may be upset that you were let go, or you may be upset business isn't where it's at, or maybe there was a separation in your life. You separating from someone, from something, a company, separating possibly from your expectations of what you thought was going to happen and what actually did come to happen. But through this, it looks like you know, we see the red here from the blood, the loss, okay, the loss of something, a part of you. But as we trickle that down, look, it kind of sinks in with this Seven of Swords. So through this pain here, Sagittarius, it's going to help fuel and push you up higher. We see you're going to stand out in some way now. You may be letting revenge kind of fuel your success, and that may be that secret ingredient that kind of catapults you to the front. It's like, okay, well, you know what, I have nothing to lose now, so I'm just going to focus on this, and you're going to be shooting up forward and faster. Now we're looking at double two energies here. The Two of Swords is coming up right after the Two of Pentacles, but this is under pitch with the Queen of Cups. So expressing your ideas, but also you may be coming up with solutions for someone or for something, possibly your spouse, your family. So you may be discussing, communicating which way to go in this life or which decision to make for the overall happiness. The Queen of Cups is tapping into the emotional side, I would say. So in order to make the people that matter in your life happy, looks like you'll be presenting some options to go about this path. Now, the Queen of Cups, though, this is a neutral energy. So this person or this entity is willing to be flexible and work with you. So as we see, this is under, expressing your ideas, speaking up, explaining some type of process. It could be you trying to convince something or someone to go one way. It looks like they take a liking to you. As long as it's something that they are passionate about as well and they can benefit from, you possibly have a good chance. So if you're looking at expansion, if you are talking about growth, if you are talking about the better well-being of this situation and how this could affect, them energetically, and it still makes sense we see that this could go in your favor. But let's expand on these energies. Now, an example would be, you know, like if you're trying to tell your boss that you need a raise, as long as you are talking about how you are going to add business to the company, or maybe if you're trying to convince, you know, your mom to babysit the kids, you know, as long as you are expressing how the kids would love to see your mom more often, or, you know, how this would help with the family matters, something along the lines of that, where you have to think about not only your needs, but how will it benefit the other person, okay? This person that has the power. So this person is in control of something that you need from them. Make sure that you are also taking their needs into consideration here. Okay, Sagittarius, that's basically what the energies are saying here. Now look at this, the share. Under share, okay, let's expand here. Ooh, I'm like, oh my gosh, these next 3 months are looking very fruitful for you. You are bringing something to life. Okay, so the King of Swords under the Six of Wands could be catching the eye of someone in a higher status, in a higher field. Could be your new mate as well. But for some of you, Sagittarius, this energy is, with this public recognition, it's going to give you that confidence to transform who you think you are as a person. It's going to help you navigate in this path ahead, because now that you have shared some art, some information, okay, we look at the sword energy, like skills too. Because you have put yourself out there, you may be kind of knighted or given this title of something higher than what you thought you were. So if you specialize in as an artist, you know, maybe you didn't see yourself as an artist. You just saw yourself as a journaler or a sketchbooker or a painter, but someone's like, no, you hold something, okay? I see your work. I see your value. You need to put it out there. And now you are given that title as like an abstract artist, or you are given that title as a director of some type of field, a business owner. So you're going to obtain this title, but it's going to match everything that you have pretty much put the energy into. It's speaking the truth. Okay. And we see that you are going to be mastering. So you're going to be the well-known in this community or this niche for something that you are sharing. The Fool energy under the Two of Pentacles, being optimistic about your path in the next 3 months here. Okay, Sagittarius, we see that you're going to be stepping into the unknown. Although this path is not exactly clear and you may not know where it's going to lead by the end of the year, just you wanting to take that leap is going to make things happen. Okay? Trusting in that blind faith, but being excited, being playful with the process and learning and adjusting accordingly. Okay? Making way for it too. Making time for your passion, for things that make you happy, for yourself, making time for yourself, because life is too short. So step into that direction that makes you sing, that makes you dance, that makes you come alive. Now, as we transition into that growth energy under the Seven of Wands with the World, okay, something is coming to a complete for you. So as we see that you rising above the competition, as you may have struggled to kind of get to the top or get pushed forward, we see that there is some happiness coming into your path by the 3rd month. You're going to accomplish this overall goal. Exactly how you envisioned it is going to be produced. Now, there's also projects may be finalized and relationships may be coming full circle too. Relationships are finally blooming, because look at the wands. The wands here, they're all kind of tied together to create this wreath. So things are coming together. Communication, skills, all of your abilities are like coming together here. But we could see traveling too, because this is looking at growth. We see expansion. You may be traveling somewhere where it's beautiful, florally, lush. I mean, it is summertime. So you may be traveling to connect with someone, to expand on other ideas. But this is an overall energy showing that whatever your heart desires, okay, because we could see this flame as a flame. It kind of looks like a heart too. it's going to collide. Oh, I love that. It's joyful. It's a very joyful energy. Now, tying in, this is transitioning here to the Magician too. See, so you have transformed through this detachment. You were separated from something that was hurtful, but through this, you grew and you transformed into the Magician, okay? Using those lessons, using those memories, those events to clear a path for something better. Now you know better. Now you know which tools to use in certain situations. Could be your negotiation skills too that came to mind. Maybe as an artist, now you know the proper steps, okay? You have gained some type of wisdom. Taking that leap, seeing that you can produce what you had envisioned. And now that you kind of stepped above and attracted the eyes of the right people, the right person, the right company, now you know, okay, I do hold something valuable that not everyone can produce. The magician, not everyone can tap into their skills when they call for it, okay? I believe we are all magicians, but sometimes it takes some people longer to realize what their specialty is, or what their craft is, or where their skills lie in their strengths. But we see that you are going to, under growth, you're going to realize where that specialty is for you, Sagittarius, and you're going to kind of take charge and put yourself out there. Because this is transitioning into your 10 of Wands. Working hard, there's something that you are going to take an interest in, okay? You know that this is going to grow. You know that these wands, although they may seem like a burden now, and you seem like you're carrying all the weight, and it may look like blockage, okay? Because you're trying to get up these stairs and you're like, man, if I just dump these wands, I can get up these stairs faster. However, you also know that you need these wands to help produce the end result. You need these wands to help build that foundation, build your house, build your studio, build your shelter, your sacred space. So you need these. You need these to help produce this creative flow that you are in. Because if you go up those steps empty-handed, what was the point of going up those steps to the end, right? So you can't show up empty-handed, especially if you're trying to present something to the world or to someone that's important, or that could make that decision to change your life. Now look at this. We see the 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving, as is under pitching, and this was under the Queen of Cups. So this is double confirmation that if you are looking to obtain more riches, abundance, what can you give to the world where they want to receive it and then pay you for that energy? Okay, so this was, as I was saying earlier, yes, of course, the path that you are trying to go, this decision that you are trying to decide on, is ultimately for you and for your interests. However, in order for it to be fair for both parties, what can you offer? So if you are trying to pitch an ebook or a course online, how will this other person benefit? Okay, imagine yourself pitching this idea to a queen versus the commoner. How, people with money too, I think of like investors, or what's that show, like Shark Tank. You have to pitch your idea. You have to convince them how they are going to gain from their from your project, from your idea. So how are people going to gain from your idea, from your merchandise, from your services? And then when you show them what they are going to gain, then they are going to see value in what you have to say, what you have to offer. So I know that you're not entirely selfish here, Sagittarius, but the cards are just a reminder that make sure that there is value for the other party, okay? Just as much value as you are trying to get from them, it has to be just as valuable to the receiving end. So, as we see here in closing, the 10 of Swords is coming up here. Now, this is looking like intimidation. We see that there may have been a situation recently where you felt defeated, or you feel like things did not something held you back. Maybe words were said where it challenged your abilities. It challenged the way you see yourself, your path. But invest in yourself. Sagittarius, this is going to be important. Control where you give your attention and your time to. Use that focused intention to drive forward in the next 3 months. Stay focused, okay? Yes, something may have hurt you. Yes, something may have possibly betrayed you and the outcome of the path that you thought you were going to stay on. However, through that, it may gift you with something better. Had this not happened, you wouldn't have received something else, which in then return, you can use that energy, that resource to drive forward, to move forward, to focus on yourself and this one path leading to greater victory. Ooh, the 9 of Pentacles. In the end, this is a very luxurious lifestyle. We see free time. We see support. All of the riches which tie into your overall goal. This treasure chest. What is it that you really want to get your hand on? Okay. Is it work-life balance? Is it a freelance job? Is it this new car, this new house? Is it for you to move? Okay. Whatever this treasure chest looks like to you by the 3rd month, it looks like it will be applied. It may not be in a way that you had expected. You may have to lose a little, lose some baggage, whether it's cutting off old ways, old habits, people, something that's draining you. Because these swords, it's like draining. You don't need this headache, this stress. But through the energy of investing in yourself and saving your energy, your time, your resources for this trip, for this drive, for the road ahead, it's going to get you there faster, and it's going to get you to the destination in the ideal way that will land you at the exact spot. So this is looking very good in the next weeks. Yes, I will expand each month as they go by. So make sure you are staying tuned and subscribed here for you, Sagittarius. Until then, stay well and be blessed.